Hey guys, welcome to my Let's Play of Mass Effect. We are here I'm probably going to go get Liara first because she's important. Let me examine this. Ooh, experience points. What I'm going to do in between every level is I'm going to talk to every single crew member so we can just get more involved with their story, and then I will continue with the rest of the mission. So that's what I'm going to do right now. It's going to be a very talky episode this time. If I can open this door, jeez. Alright, here we go. Kaidan.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Ugh, Kaidan is so boring. I think he's only interesting if you actually play as a femshep, because if you play as a femshep, then you can romance him or whatever. But yeah, if you're a male shep, then it's a not so interesting. Ooh, all my stuff. I guess I'll deal with that later. Wow, my controller sucks. Okay, let me talk to you.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Personal question.
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth, or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
How well do you know the Lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission, but he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Kaidan's lucky. He just gets migraines.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Well, there you go. Just when I was bad-mouthing Kaidan, she makes him sound way more interesting. Oh yeah, this is where Liara is going to be when we go get her. I'll come back to this later. But yeah, basically, whenever a human is a biotic, it's never by natural means. It's usually by unnatural means. And that's what's happened with Kaidan, is that he was probably exposed to Element Zero as a child, and he had a implant put in him so he can use biotics, but it does have bad side effects. So sucks to be Kaidan. All right, cool. Let's talk to some
Thanks for
folks.
bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with a Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
Being a Spectre does have its advantages.
Exactly my point. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
It is a tough decision, but I think you'll get over it. No, it's a tough decision. I mean, you've lived your whole life there.
You made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
As long as you do your job well, you're free to go about your business as you see fit.
Thank you, Commander.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. So basically, like, Garrus is like a police officer that basically joined the military crew, which is pretty cool, you know. But that's basically what he is.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
Don't be an
I've
ass.
lived for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Tried
Awkward.
the same with us, but we fought them off.
It's not the same.
It
Seems
isn't?
pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
Okay, good point.
Suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Yeah, I don't want to press his
Sorry,
buttons.
Rex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far.
It's kind of messed up.
Infected, everyone. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Well, yeah. So, yeah, that's the story. And it'll come up later in all the Mass Effects. But yeah, it's kind of sad that, you know, they're all going extinct because of the genophage.
Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
She's cool,
Tell
though.
her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
She's
I
very
figured
useful.
She'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for talent, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Yeah, that's kind of yeah, that's pretty much. I don't really want to ask you anything else, bye.
Aye, aye, Commander.